The power of desire. Man has many wishes that he does not really wish to fulfill, and it would be a misunderstanding to suppose the contrary. He wants them to remain wishes, they have value only in his imagination, their fulfillment would be a bitter disappointment to him. Such a desire is the desire for eternal life. If it were fulfilled, man would become thoroughly sick of living eternally and yearn for moving on. The feeling of desire. Desire is the spark that ignites change, fuels ambition, and gives us the drive to reach beyond our current circumstances. It is the invisible force that shapes, lives, and moves mountains. When desire is clear and intense, it can lead to unimaginable achievements, and when absent, it can keep us bound in stagnation, mediocrity, or even suffering. To express a desire for something or somebody arousing appreciation. An inclination to want. Desire, when coupled with purpose, has the potential to revolutionize not just an individual's life, but entire communities. The power of desire lies in its ability to transform thoughts into reality, converting dreams into tangible outcomes. Throughout history, great men and women have harnessed desire to create meaningful change. But without it, individuals can remain trapped, unable to break free from the prisons of their own making. A story of captivity, the lack of desire. In contrast to Calin's story, there was another man from a different village, not far from the desert tribe. His name was Joran. Like Calin's village, Joran's people faced many challenges: poverty, disease, and uncertainty. But unlike Calin, Joran lacked the burning desire to create change. Though he often thought about what life might be like if circumstances improved, he never allowed himself to truly believe that things could be different. Joran accepted his fate as inevitable. He went through the motions of life, working the barren land as his father had done, waiting for miracles that never came. His mind was locked in a prison of hopelessness and passive acceptance. The longer he stayed in this mindset, the more difficult it became to envision any other reality. His lack of desire to strive for more kept him, and his people, trapped in the same cycle of poverty and suffering. As years passed, other villages around Joran's began to prosper through hard work and innovation, but his village remained the same. While they had the same potential as others, they never tapped into it. Joran and his people lived their lives in quiet resignation, held captive not by external forces, but by their own lack of desire and vision. The power of desire. Once, in a remote village on the edge of a vast desert, the people of the tribe lived in perpetual poverty and hardship. Generations had suffered under the unforgiving climate, with scarce water and meager resources. Hunger, disease, and despair were common, and the people had accepted this as their fate. Year after year, they prayed for rain, but little changed. Most of them had lost hope, and over time, the spirit of the tribe grew weak. One man, however, was different. His name was Calin. He had watched his father and grandfather accept their lot in life, never questioning or seeking more. But deep within Calin burned a desire to change the future of his people. He wanted to free his tribe from the chains of scarcity and suffering. Every day, this desire grew stronger. He began to ask himself, why should we accept this as our reality? Why can't we find a solution? Driven by this desire, Calin started to explore and learn. He walked for miles to neighboring lands, studying how others lived and how they survived in similar harsh environments. He found that some villages had developed irrigation systems and ways to harness water from deep underground. They had turned dry lands into thriving fields of crops. Calin's desire gave him the energy to absorb this knowledge and return home with a plan. With determination, Calin rallied the people of his village. At first, they were skeptical. After all, they had lived this way for generations. But Calin's passion was contagious. He convinced them to dig deep into the earth for water and build a system to irrigate their lands. It wasn't easy. There were failures and setbacks, but Calin's desire never wavered. After many months of hard work, they struck water. The land was soon transformed, and crops began to grow. The village, once ravaged by drought and famine, became a prosperous oasis. Calin's desire not only changed his own life but lifted his entire tribe out of poverty and despair. He proved that a single man's desire, when harnessed and acted upon, can alter the course of history. How desire shapes our lives. Calin's story shows that desire is the starting point of all achievement. Without it, there can be no progress, no growth, and no transformation. Desire fuels action, and action creates results. When we desire something strongly enough, it compels us to seek solutions, work harder, and overcome obstacles. Whether it's breaking free from poverty, transforming a community, or achieving personal success, desire is the key ingredient that turns dreams into reality. On the other hand, Joran's story reminds us that the absence of desire leads to stagnation. When we fail to desire change, we become passive, accepting life as it is without seeking improvement. The mind becomes a prison, locked in self-imposed limitations. A lack of desire keeps us from exploring new possibilities, trying new things, or taking the necessary steps to change our circumstances. Common mind prisons people live with. Limiting beliefs. Many people are trapped by limiting beliefs, the idea that they are not good enough, smart enough, or capable of achieving more. These beliefs keep them stuck in mediocrity, preventing them from realizing their full potential. Fear of failure. Fear paralyzes action. People who are afraid of failing often avoid taking risks or trying new things, keeping them stuck in the same patterns year after year. Complacency. Some people have grown comfortable with their struggles. They don't like their situation, but they have accepted it as normal, thinking that this is just the way life is. External blame. Instead of looking inward for solutions, some blame external factors, society, circumstances, or other people, for their problems, making them feel powerless to create change. Breaking free from mental prisons with desire. Desire is the first step to breaking free from these mental prisons. The moment we allow ourselves to desire something different, something better, we begin to shift our perspective. Desire opens our minds to new possibilities and inspires us to act. It allows us to question the limitations we've accepted and pushes us to break through them. Like Kalin, you don't have to accept the circumstances you were born into. By cultivating a strong desire for change and acting on it, you can transform your life, your community, and even the world around you. Desire is the beginning of all progress, and without it, we remain trapped in the cycles that limit our potential. Desire is a powerful force that can shape our destiny. Whether we desire personal success, improved circumstances for our families, or transformative change in our communities, it is the spark that ignites action. Without desire, we remain locked in our current reality, but with it, we can break free from any mental prison that holds us back. Affirmations on desire. I am worthy of what I desire. What belongs to me will simply find me. I embrace my deepest desires, knowing they are the key to my transformation. Desire fuels my passion and drives me toward success. I believe in the power of my desire to create change in my life. I am worthy of everything I desire, and I take steps every day to make it a reality. My desires are the blueprint for the life I am building. With each passing day, I align my actions with the desires that light up my soul. Desire is the first step, and I follow it with determination, courage, and persistence. I trust that what I desire is already on its way to me. My desires give me the strength to overcome any obstacles in my path. Every day, I nurture my desires and take bold action to manifest them. I am worthy of what I desire. What belongs to me will simply find me. I embrace my deepest desires, knowing they are the key to my transformation. Desire fuels my passion and drives me toward success. I believe in the power of my desire to create change in my life. I am worthy of everything I desire, and I take steps every day to make it a reality. One of the most popular stories of a man whose desire changed the world is the story of Mahatma Gandhi and his desire for India's independence from British rule. Gandhi's journey, driven by a deep desire for freedom, non-violence, and justice, had a transformative impact on not only India but the entire world. The desire for freedom and justice. Born in 1869, Gandhi studied law in London before working in South Africa, where he faced racial discrimination firsthand. This experience ignited his desire to challenge oppression and injustice. Gandhi's firm belief in satyagraha, truth force, and ahimsa, non-violence, became his guiding principles in the fight for independence. He returned to India in 1915, where the country had been under British colonial rule for over 200 years. The desire for independence was growing, but no one had mobilized the masses effectively. Gandhi's desire to see an independent India, combined with his moral conviction, led him to spearhead the movement that would ultimately free the nation. One of the most famous examples of Gandhi's desire to achieve freedom through non-violence was the Salt March of 1930. At the time, British authorities had imposed a salt tax, making it illegal for Indians to collect or sell their own salt. Gandhi recognized that this was a symbolic yet oppressive law that affected every Indian, rich or poor. His desire to oppose such unjust laws sparked the idea for the Salt March. In March 1930, Gandhi led a 240-mile march from his ashram to the Arabian Sea to make salt, defying the British monopoly. Thousands of people joined him along the way, and the march became a symbol of non-violent resistance. This act of defiance captured the attention of the world and demonstrated how a single man's desire for change, when combined with unwavering action, could mobilize millions. Gandhi's desire for independence wasn't just about political freedom. He wanted a nation built on equality, unity, and justice. Through his leadership, He inspired millions to resist British rule through non-violent means, organizing boycotts, strikes, and peaceful protests. His approach was revolutionary at a time when most political movements relied on violence. In 1947, after years of peaceful resistance, India finally gained independence. Gandhi's desire for freedom had come to fruition, and his methods had inspired civil rights movements around the world, including those led by Martin Luther King Jr. and Nelson Mandela. Gandhi's life is a testament to the power of desire. His deep-rooted wish for a free and just society transcended personal ambition. He became a symbol of resilience, and his methods are studied and practiced by activists worldwide. His story teaches us that desire, when pursued with unwavering focus, can overcome the greatest of challenges, transform societies, and leave a legacy. Through his desire, Gandhi not only changed the fate of India but also proved that non-violence and determination could move mountains. His desire reshaped the world's understanding of how change is achieved, not through force, but through moral courage and steadfast resolve. Desire works hand in hand with belief. When we truly believe in our desires, we open the door for them to manifest. Without belief, desire loses its power. Action. Desire alone isn't enough. Consistent and deliberate action brings desires into reality. Each step, no matter how small, brings us closer. Persistence. True desire doesn't fade with setbacks. It strengthens in the face of adversity, and with persistence, it is sure to be realized. Visualization. Envisioning your desires as already achieved is a powerful way to keep your mind focused on your goals. Imagination creates your reality. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this important message on desire. If this resonated with you, please share this video because someone out there needs to hear it. You might just be the catalyst for someone else's transformation. Remember, desire is a gift, and by embracing it, you unlock the door to endless possibilities. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Hot Spike channel for more life-changing content. Together, we can inspire others and make a real difference.